I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm, every day I'm, every day.
Yeah, cause no, this ain't the show.
You could say that on X Spaces or
this
Discord.
So when the ref looking at you, and then he say, "Are you ready?" And then they look at me, and he say, "Are you ready?" Yo, that's when it's real.
You seen how a nigga spit, see how a nigga hit. Shots fired, doesn't eat with the extended clip. Kept asking for it, so that's what he finna get. Yeah, got a plan in my punchline, now he wanna quit. Stainless on the apron, the greatest to ever do this shit. Next up, sports. Right now, you on stupid shit. Your arms too short to box with guard. And stainless is a boxing guard. Let's make the altar call. Y'all pray is answered. They pray and asking, I'ma pray that man tip. You taking chances, vibranium enhancers, blazing accurate, tape and tapping, his face with jabs. He can't understand it. These A-side tactics, yeah, you next up a stainless classic. Now we at border wars, towel in the corner for him, full counter shoulder roller. Told you I was gonna show him stainless versus a little homie. Skateboard and keep it rolling. Hush over the crowd, that's how you know it's over for him.
One way in, one way out.
That's what happened when you bring your mouth. What was you saying, nigga?
One way in, one way out.
Stand an 8 count off a flash knockdown. What was you saying, nigga?
One way in, one way out.
Touch gloves, fight when the bell sound. What was you saying, nigga?
One way in, one way out.
That's what happened when you run your mouth. What was you saying, nigga?
It's the hot one. You would get dropped, this left straight, hit like a shotgun. Body bag him, this that Fury, but it ain't tight, son. I ain't the one to trade with. Pack him up and leave the ring stainless. This overhand to leave his box brainless. He getting stopped, you see his tank fading. Don't call up talking tough if you ain't down to run the fade. Let's make border wars so you can stand on what you saying. Knock him out and celebrate. It's flags everywhere. What's this, the PR Day parade? Super chatter, angel face. Rest in peace to Spider Rico. We is meat till it's day. Whoa, they right hook to his body, hit him like a fold eight. Follow up to the noggin, wobble like Bacole. Stop the noise. He woke up and hear the doctor voice. This the purge, I ain't got no choice. This border wars, shout the boxing voice.
One way in, one way out.
That's what happened when you ran your mouth. What was you saying, nigga?
One way in, one way out.
Stand an 8 count off a flash knockdown. What was you saying, nigga?
One way in, one way out.
Touch gloves, fight when the bell sound. What was you saying, nigga?
One way in, one way out.
That's what happened when you run your mouth. What was you saying, nigga?
One way in, one way out.
That's what happened when you run your mouth. What was you saying, nigga?
One way in, one way out.
Stand an 8 count off a flash knockdown. What was you saying, nigga?
One way in, one way out.
Touch gloves, fight when the bell sound. What was you saying, nigga? That's what happened when you run your mouth. What was you saying, nigga?
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, Solo Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. You never know who's going to jump on the show when we got a live show. Today we're going to be talking about tune-ups and no tune-ups. Looks like Jaron Boots Ennis has a new list of potential tune-ups for October. And we're going to be discussing Lamont Roach making it clear he doesn't want Gary Russell Jr., the 37-year-old, 3.5 years inactive Russell, calling that a tune-up. He's saying give him the 140-pound WBA champ, Gary Antuanne Russell. So this is what we're going to be talking about. It is a slow week in boxing. Not a lot of fights. Probably only one television worthy fight that we'll discuss later, maybe Wednesday, as it's not a big fight week. But it will be on DAZN, so it'll be easy for us to watch as boxing fans as long as you got DAZN. But yeah, man, today we'll be talking about these two lukewarm stars in Lamont Roach and Jaron Boots Ennis and what could be potentially next for him. What Roach is saying he won't allow to be next and what he prefers. And obviously the three options that are out on social media making the headlines pertaining to Jaron Boots Ennis. So if this is something that you're interested in, you know what to do. You can join the fun right here on our Discord where the conversation never stops, or you can partake on our X Spaces where we're also taking callers and gonna be talking some boxing. So listen, don't forget to hit that repost if you're on X Spaces or X Live streaming video. If you're on YouTube, we need you to do the same in your own respective way. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up, hit the subscribe, share the show. Discord, do the same. Share that Discord link because there are people that obviously do not have it and really haven't figured out a way to call in. So once again, we are using X Spaces and Discord. We're talking Jaron Boots Ennis and his 3-fight tune-up list. And we're talking Lamont Roach and the fact that he particularly doesn't want any sort of tune-up. So, you know, this is what we'll be talking about. Let's dive into it. You know, there's been plenty of heated debates surrounding both of these subjects. Many fight fans not necessarily all that excited with the list of opponents that have been released for Jaron Boots Ennis and his ascension to the 154-pound division. It's been a controversial topic about tune-ups and tune-up fights for October as he eyes his debut at that division. It's been a bunch of underwhelming names that have been released. Most recently, Rashidi Ellis, who hasn't really fought any sort of C-level competition since losing to Roman Villa. Almost lost that there. Then, second option, probably the best option, but still a negative option in the eyes of the boxing fans because you're picking him off of a loss, is Charles Conwell. Josh Kelly, obviously on that list, and Andreas Kasaraskis from OTX. These are the quote-unquote soft touches that Jaron Ennis wants. Now, I'm not calling these guys soft touches. That's what the public is saying. That's the conversation on social media, that he doesn't want to fight the elites and that these guys are not what we want. So this is what we're here to discuss. Yes, Rashidi Ellis is nasty work as he's ranked at 47, so it makes no sense. How are you tuning up for 54 by bringing up a welterweight? At least tune up with a real welterweight so that you know how you feel versus a real welterweight. But remember, the second half of this show is going to be WBA super featherweight champ Lamont Roach, you know, and his calling out of Gary Antuanne Russell while simultaneously diminishing a future potential fight with the returning Gary Russell Jr. as he looks at it as a pointless fight due to Gary Antuanne's age of 37 and his 3.5-year inactivity. He's fresh off of a majority draw where many thought he won, so looks like he's looking for the big fights or at least high-level action. And honestly, I didn't expect him to say he'd rather fight Gary Antuanne, the younger, bigger brother. So I think there's nothing wrong with him saying no to Russell Jr. Not that I don't like the fight, because I do like the fight, especially at 35. for Roach. But I get it. You know, for him, it's a lose-lose situation. You look, you know, if the fight is tight with Gary Antuanne Russell at 37, then people are going to say something about you and your career. You know, so you get really nothing out of it. You beat him, you were supposed to beat him because he's 37. You don't beat him, you look bad because he was 37. You're in a tight fight, you look bad because he was 37. So I get Roach. It's like, bro, I win nothing from fighting you. You just hollering at me because you want my status. So I understand that, but I still believe it's a good fight. Gary Russell has always been a great fighter in my eyes. His biggest issue has been the lack of activity. Obviously, fighting once a year really doesn't do it for us boxing fans. So, you know, Gary has lost a lot of fans due to that limited activity. But overall, you know, if he wasn't 3 years removed, right, and he had more than this one tune-up, I'm sure people would have a different opinion of Roach avoiding this fight. But he has all the reason and all the right with Gary being, you know, so far removed from his previous self. Now, Gary Antuanne Russell, the WBA champion at 140, that's a little bit different. That's Lamont Roach trying to dare to be great, showing that he can hang with these elites once again. If he goes in there with puncher, tank, and gets a draw, comes out of that, goes in there with puncher, Gary Antuanne Russell, and wins or even looks good after fighting 10 pounds above his natural weight, yeah, he might turn into an overnight success. But, you know, let's dissect this. Let's strategically weigh out the risks and even the fan backlash that both these fighters will receive depending on their choices. Is Ennis playing it safe? Or is Roach right to not want to give Russell Jr. an opportunity? But again, Discord available, X Spaces also available. But we got some talking points, man. Why is Jaron Ennis insisting on a tune-up is really the question. Where are my Philadelphia boxing fans at? Can you help us understand why this once-in-a-lifetime talent is allowing his name to be, you know, muddied in the public due to opponent choices? Just not what we expected from Ennis. Just not what we expected. But is it a smart strategy or fear of the big leagues after his easiest career win in Stanionis? Well, another talking point, obviously, we could break down these 4 offers that were offered for Ennis opponents. Who's the best pick? And do any of these fighters truly prepare him for a Virgil Ortiz fight? 4 choices. Do any of those guys prepare him for a Virgil Ortiz fight? Josh Kelly, Charles Conwell, Andreas Kasaraskis, or whatever the Rashidi Ellis, the welterweight. Which one of these names prepare Jaron Boots Ennis for that Virgil fight? What about Lamont Roach? That's a talking point we want you to touch on when you call in. The man's savage dismissal of Gary Russell Jr., but justifying it by giving a fight that we didn't expect he wanted some energy, and that's Roach versus the other Russell, Gary Antuanne. Does avoiding Jr. but fighting Antuanne boost his legacy? You know, not taking on Gary Russell Jr., but instead taking on champion Gary Antuanne Russell Jr., will that increase his legacy? Will it boost his legacy? Let's compare Ennis' approach and Roach's approach. One guy's playing it safe with the tune-ups while the other guy is chasing elite smoke, puncher after puncher. What does that say about Lamont Roach? Is it that Keith Thurman approach? I'm not afraid to let it go. They both let it go, and they keep showing they're not afraid to lose. Does Roach truly have more of a competitive nature than Jaron, who's asking for lesser opponents while Roach wants a rematch with Tank or a fight with Gary Antuanne Russell? If Roach moves to 140 for the Gary Antuanne Russell fight, how the hell does he even win that fight? What are your keys to victory for that? Let me know. How do you see that matchup actually playing out, or is it clout chasing? And the fan backlash, man, on behalf of Jaron Boots Ennis. Are promoters like Eddie Hearn babying Ennis? And could this lack of elite level opposition backfire like it almost did for Terrence Crawford? It took Terrence Crawford his entire career to become the superstar he is today. Many people complain for many times, about opposition, about lack of interviews, about lack of promotion. Bob Arum complained that he spent more money than he wanted to, that he could have bought a Beverly Hills mansion on all the money he spent on Crawford. Is Jaron doing the same thing by allowing himself to be given the Matchroom diet that Matchroom basically got from Top Rank? And we want your early predictions for whatever fighter you believe Ennis chooses for October. Let us know who you think he chooses, if he wins, and what would that fight lead up to? Does it lead up to a Virgil fight, or does it just keep him in this hype limbo? Right? I don't have any polls, but I'm going to do one now. Once again, phone lines are open if you want to call in. Let's do the first one, what tune-up should Ennis take, right? That seems like the easiest option out of these four possibilities. Who do you guys want? Is it Rashidi Speedy, Ellis, or is it Charles Conwell? Now, he's coming off of that loss to Jorge Garcia, so that would be directly off a loss. Not to say Virgil didn't do that with Madrimov, so keep that in mind. Then there's Josh Kelly, also has a loss to a guy that Jaron knocked out. Avanesian knocked out Josh Kelly. But those are the options. Which one should Ennis choose if you were the manager? Which is the best opponent for Ennis from this list? That poll is live on YouTube right here. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up. We got Huang out of Houston. What is up? If you're watching this on X Spaces, go ahead and hit that retweet, repost.
V,
We hear you, champ.
you got me?
We do.
All right, man. That Josh Kelly, that's a UK fighter, ain't it?
It is.
Man, that's probably his best route, because Rashidi Ellis, you ain't going to make no money on that. You know what I'm saying? And don't they fight in the same camp?
Rashidi, who fights in the same camp?
Rashidi Ellis and Boots, ain't they in the same camp?
Hell
Or like
no.
the same
Rashidi
camp?
Ellis all the way like in fucking Massachusetts somewhere around Hector Bermudez area. Remember, he trains with Alex Rivera.
Oh, maybe I'm getting confused with somebody else. But yeah, man, he got to go to the UK for that, tune up. Because the thing is, like, honestly, man, we don't want to see Boots fight nobody but the best now. You get to a certain point in your career where it's like, you know, every fight's got to be a big fight. You know what I mean? If you really just that dude, the way everybody talking about, like, you that dude, man, you not that dude unless you taking. This is the reason why we criticize Canelo, right? It's because he'll take those fights that we like, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you just really want to be that dude, you got to be fighting top competition all the time. You know, it's just like why we been critical of Tank, why we been, so I don't know, man. Now on the Lamont Roach thing, so he got offered a fight by Gary Russell Jr. and turned it down.
Yeah, Gary not offer the fight. Gary wants to fight him. That's all. And he's like, why would I fight him? Give me the brother.
Nah, man, that's easy work. That well, not easy work. Let me take that. Let me walk that back. Let me walk that back. It's not easy work, but it's like, man, that ain't you young. You in your prime. Truth, Gary on Junior. He on that on the later end. You know what I'm saying? He'll give a good fight. It'll be a nice. It'll be something that we'll talk about. It'll go hard. You know what I'm saying? And plus, they could do it in their hometown, man. You could do something right there in the DMV. All kinds of people will show out. Man, didn't ProBox do a DMV show for Lamont Roach
Yep.
in 24? Yeah, and they did well, man. Man, I think he should take that fight. That's a good fight. There's a lot of money. PBC will get behind it. PBC, they love Gary Antuanne Russell. Kind of sucks they didn't put him on the main card. But anyways, I digress. Um, But yeah, man. I think Roach should take that fight. So what did they say about the rematch though with Tank? Is that scratched all the way?
Yeah, man. Nobody really saying nothing except Roach did say he thinks it's done, that's over with, So he looking for something else.
We gotta move on. TBV, like and subscribe. I gotta move on too.
Word. Big money.
Yo,
Yo,
yo, good morning, bro.
good morning, good
Yeah,
morning.
man. So, uh, on Roach, just touching on Roach. I mean, I couldn't understand why he didn't want to take the fight with Mr. Gary, or why he doesn't want to take a fight with Mr. Gary. There's no fight. Uh, I love Mr. Gary, but Mr. Gary ain't even top 15 in super lightweight. You know what I'm saying? He's in no division, so he's just a name. And at this point, Lamar has already experienced having a name and a hot one with Tank, and he arguably beat him. So in his mind, I think he's looking at it like, I don't, why do I need to scrape up that name on the way while I wait for Tank? The other thing with the Tank thing is I don't like him waiting, but he's kind of in a bad spot because if he moves on right now and he goes up, let's say he does go up there and he tries to go with somebody at 140, like the younger Russell brother. I mean, personally, I don't think he really should be trying to go with that smoke. I think if anything, you know, stay at 35, take that Morataya fight if you can. You know what I'm saying? That's a hot name at 35, and it makes Shakur look like he's slacking because he should have been on that fight. But something like that, I think he could do. I think that would make a little bit better sense. Going up to 140, a lot of them dudes, I just don't see him. I don't see him competing just yet. It, it's not that sweet up there. You know what I'm saying? Even though dudes like your man Paro, he just left 140 and went up to 47. He didn't want to fight Lindolfo Delgado. But there's a lot of other smoke up there. With Boots, we already talked about Boots. I think Eddie should take him over to the UK. I think Eddie should try and Eddie already said he can make him. He can make people stars over there. He said he could do it with Shakur. He did it with Shakur. Do it with your man Boots, man. Get Boots to come out of his comfort zone, man. He liked being in Philly. You know what I'm saying? He want to stay in Philly. He want that whole Rocky story. But you got to get him to understand. Right now, he done gave up that belt. You you want that big Hogan coming when you come back to Philly as a champion at 54. But you got to get a belt. Josh Kelly ain't gonna get you the belt, but it's gonna put you a little closer. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make people look at you a little more serious. Like, all right, and that's another thing. If you ain't watched that Josh Kelly knockout, just pull it up real quick and just look at it on. While you watching the show. It's like 3 minutes. It's not even a full 3 minute round. But Josh looked kind of sharp. You know what I'm saying? I know he got knocked out by what's his name back in the day, but he looked sharp. Check it out. Anyway, that's my call. All right, man. Peace.
All right. Appreciate you, Maze. It's the hot one.
What's the word?
What up?
Chilling, 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 man. Top of the morning, man. Top of the morning. Very interesting topic right now, yo. Coming off a Fire Border Wars weekend. I also, before I get started, bro, I was talking to my cousin down in Atlanta, and his man's Bobby. They in the amateur circuit out there. They got Lugo Boxing Gym out there. And they got what's the name of this other gym? They got I was just texting him this morning. Lugo Boxing Gym, and then they got the gym where B Norman and Clarissa trains at. And I'm gonna send you his number on Discord so y'all can have a conversation. He wants to link you with his boy Bobby and see what's going on as far as, a possibility of getting border wars out there in Atlanta for 18. It's just worth the conversation. They got the gyms on deck. I don't know anything about the business side of things as far as like getting sanctioned and everything like that you was talking about on the show briefly yesterday. But yeah, I'm gonna DM his number to you on Discord and just shoot him a text or a phone call when you get a chance. And he's waiting to hear from you. And he's already hollered at Bobby. I told him we don't want too many mini men in this. Middlemen in this situation to just link you directly with who's running the gym once you speak to Bobby and shit. So I'm gonna do that after the call. I'll make sure to send you that information. You know what I mean? They got the two boxing gyms out there in Marietta, right there in the heart of Atlanta. So that'll be smooth. You know what I mean? For a location, definitely a possibility. But as far as the boot situation, man, I think he should fight Josh Kelly out in the UK. I think he should travel out there to the UK and get the fight. It's funny. This is very contradicting because Lamont Roach should get all this love for fighting to a draw with Tank, and now it's like, oh, he wants to let him fight Gary Antuanne Russell at 140. Like, you gonna skip the whole 135? I don't think he needs to crash out too crazy. What I think he should do is fight whoever he can fight at 135. Keep yourself busy. You know what I mean? Keep fighting, keep scrapping. Don't try to chase fights or anything like that. Big Money did have a good choice. Going try to get a fight with Mortaia. You know what I mean? If Shakur's dropping the ball on that and not making that fight happen, see if you can get a title shot against Mortaia. And if you can win that fight, then hey, you know what I mean? That's what's up. Now you're a champion at 135. But don't crash out and try to jump up to 140 and fight Gary Antuanne Russell, or don't try to, push Gary Russell to the side like he nothing. I get it. I mean, I feel like, I get it if you feel like you punching down because you fought somebody that, what I mean, you fighting somebody that ain't been fighting or whatever the case may be. But man, keep your shit sharp, man. You Lamont Roach, you can still slide under the radar. You know what I mean? It's a lot of fights at 135 that you can get where people ain't gonna look at you crazy because they love you for fighting, for fighting that to the draw with Tank. But ain't nobody asking to see you know, Lamont Roach versus this person or Lamont Roach versus that person, anything like that. He still got, he still can build his resume and you know what I mean, and get his skill up and you know what I mean, and get his ring miles up. Ain't no need to try to go, looking to go fight the best, man, because you could crash out real fast doing all that right now. I feel like where he's at. I feel like he needs to, take a stay busy fight, keep his tools sharp, you know what I mean, and then see what comes up after that. Boots, he should definitely shoot out to the UK. and fight Josh Kelly. I don't know why Rashidi Ellis is in there. Like you said, he will be moving up from 47. That's not good if you're telling people that you want to get acclimated to 154. You don't bring up somebody from 147. You fight somebody at 154. I'm not asking him this. I wouldn't ask him to fight one of the top guys at 154 first. I'm not mad at a tune-up, but the tune-up got to make sense. And I feel like the perfect thing for him to do to make sense would be to take the Josh Kelly fight, go fight in the UK, you know what I'm saying? And then come back and explore what else is on the table. Maybe a Virgil fight will come after that. But yeah, man, don't, we living in an era of social media where everybody gonna have their opinion on da 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 da, and it's like, yo, after the fight, they got a whole nother opinion. So it's just like everybody gonna say what they gonna say until the fight, and that's one thing that Canelo learned how to ignore. He don't care what motherfuckers say. He gonna fight who he gonna fight, and after the fight, everything that they were saying before that fight is kind of just like, all right, whatever. Now we on to the next argument. So, he gotta have tough skin. I think his team is being very responsible and very careful about how they are managing his career. Um, a couple days ago, he was saying he could get to 50 fights. You know what I mean? He could possibly be 50 and 0 if they do it right, and still have those big fights in between. If he wants to fight and take a fight off in between a big fight and take something, a light touch, there's nothing wrong with that, man. People used to do that shit back in the day all the time. It's just now we living in this social media era where everything you gotta do gotta be, approved by Twitter. And it's crazy. Like, nah, man, you can't mold a boxing career off of Twitter and off of what people gonna say. You know what I'm saying? If motherfuckers is impatient right now in America, go to the UK, fight Josh Kelly. They gonna love you out there in Josh Kelly. I mean, they gonna love you out there in the UK, beat them up, then come back. You know what I mean? If you look good in that fight, then it's gonna even build the Virgil fight even more. He going to a Virgil fight right now and beat Virgil. It ain't gonna be nothing but what they gonna want after that? Oh, you gotta fight Boots now, or the winner. They gonna yo, if he beats Virgil, they gonna be asking for the winner of him and Canelo. Straight up. If he going to a Virgil Boots fight right now, they're gonna be like, all right, next fight, you gotta fight either Bud or Canelo, whoever win that. And it's just like, you know what I mean? So it's like, right now, just do it, listen to your team. You know what I mean? I think they're doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get opinions on the internet all the time, man. But you gotta do what you gotta do and what's best for you, what's best for your pockets, you know what I'm saying, and what's best for you moving forward. But I ain't gonna hold the lines up too much longer. I know I probably went over, so I'll send an extra counter. But yeah, that border wars business. I'm gonna text you my man Steph's name. That's his name. His name is Steph. He down in Atlanta, like he lives in Atlanta. You know what I mean? I know we got Benitez out there too. But there's two boxing gym possibilities out there. You got Lugo boxing gym, and then you got the other boxing gym, Hitsville. That's what it's called, Hitsville, and that's what B Norman and Clarissa be training at. So yeah, man, I'm gonna send you his number right now in Discord, and you can reach out to him and just have a conversation. Let them know what you're trying to do, man, and it'd be smooth if we can have the next border wars in Atlanta, as the option on the table.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully, the community steps up and we can capitalize on the momentum. Believe me,
Yeah, for
I was
sure.
I was asking around Discord and the pre-pro, like, yo, what's the topics? Like, what's the topic suggestion? You know what I'm saying? And
Bro, everybody
and
is hot hype for border wars right now, man.
exactly in the back of my head, I'm like, man, I should talk border whales again. You know what I'm saying? Weak
Everybody
ass
is hyped
news
for
out
that shit.
here.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, yo, Nuts, you don't know, like, nobody, like the community members, like the real community members, like the people that's tapped into the show, niggas, we was not watching the Golden Boy card until after the post-fight interviews of Border Wars. Like, I waited until you stopped going live, and then I turned to the Regis fight, bro. And I know I'm not the only one that did that. Like everybody, I know everybody that's in the community that really rock with the show. We was watching Border Wars on Saturday. And then when Border Wars was over, then we tuned into the Golden Boy card to watch the Regis fight. I ain't care about that. Like my mind was on Border Wars. I was watching Border Wars. You know what I'm saying? And everybody got real love for that shit. That's why, I know people be, falling out last minute, and I know how stressful it can be because I used to promote parties and shit, so I know how that shit go. You know what I mean? Like just doing club parties and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? Like I get it. You know what I mean? It's very stressful, man. But you got something that people really love, bro, and people's gonna be tapped into this shit, bro. You did a 6 hour Border Wars after. It was a 6 hours Border Wars recap show. Wasn't it like 6 hours? We was rocking. We was
Yeah,
rocking,
for
man. So
sure.
we got to keep this shit going however we can. And I feel like the more we grow the community, the more people will be invested into border wars. We just gotta make the community. We just gotta bring more people to the community because there's people part of the community now that are probably doing the best we can. But if we grow the community, it's gonna be more people, more fighters
Hey
that
man,
it
I'm
need to
with
be.
you.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
More
My
people
my
that know.
mind, my mind has been, turning and coming up with ideas. I done hit people up at like 4 in the morning, Vegas time, and they in LA. I ain't give a fuck. I
Yeah, yeah.
even
No, this
like
is big, bro.
the spot I'm doing the watch party at. Pacquiao's son fought there twice. Mark Muxayo just held an event there, and I hear that
Mm,
motherfucker sold 575 tickets at $75. So I don't even
oh
know if
yeah.
they gonna fuck with me, cause I ain't never sold
Mm.
575, let alone at 75, let alone in Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
but a spot like Atlanta, and I think the both of the gyms can got a capacity close to that. You know what I mean? If not, what I mean, very maybe even more. But the places like Atlanta and stuff like that, like one thing I noticed about them, like they hype spots, you know what I'm saying? And as long as you got enough local fighters and stuff on the card and stuff, they gonna promote, bring their people out. We might be able to hit that 500 in Atlanta. I could definitely see it happening because Atlanta is just a hype spot. Like people just go out just to go out. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when it's something that's not that they not used to. Like I went to two overtime events in Atlanta because my man who I'm linking you up with, he lived down there. So I always go down there and catch little shit when stuff is popping up. And the first time they did it, they was in there selling sections, selling bottles. We had got a section and it was packed in there, it was sold out, and it was their first card. And it's like, I mean, it's overtime, you know what I mean? But that's just how everything is in Atlanta. Like I've been to Atlanta so many times. Like Atlanta is always like that. People just pop up for whatever out there, my nigga. Like you could be doing some shit in the parking lot out there and people pulling up. You know what I'm saying? So Atlanta, I'm with that. Like I think that's a good spot to bring the net. Like if you want to come over to the East Coast, like no bias, you know what I mean? Because I want New York, you know what I mean? I want VA, but you know what I mean? If Atlanta is could be good financially and it can put you out there, and then you could link up with your OTX people out there too. Link up with them, have them come to the event. It's just you got to open that up on the East Coast, and I think this is a real opportunity to bring it to the East Coast. So you know what I mean. If you can have a convo with my boy, and Jay Benitez could also keep his ear to the street and see what's going on, we might be able to get Border Wars to Atlanta and bring this shit to another level, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
word. I'm ready, man. That's what I'm hoping. Like I said,
Word, man.
my brain has been turning trying to see how to level it up because again, the biggest issue is selling more tickets. If you can't sell more tickets, then you need to include some sort of alcohol so you can make profit off the alcohol.
Mhm.
You
Oh yeah,
know, but
Atlanta
then
is open down there. They got private Atlanta, they got like the private, like I know in VA that the alcohol is regulated. It's not regulated in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So you got people that got their private package stores, liquor stores and stuff like that. So yeah, you'd be able to do all that in there. You'd be able to do all that in there. All that.
word, word.
Word,
I
man.
hope,
But
man. I
I ain't
hope
gonna
because I was talking to James, and this venue that I've went to like twice in Decatur. He said it changed ownership. I want to see what that price is because once upon a time they was pretty cheap, bro. That shit had the ring in there, and it was just set up like a lounge, like I mean more the gentleman's club than lounge, but still it still feel like a lounge. But it had the ring in there, and honestly, that price was unheard of. I don't know if because he said Decatur's a little bit of the hood or whatever, but they only wanted $2,500 for that venue, and it came with the girls. I don't know if the security was included, but it had the ring and the girls, like all the bottle girls that was way better than any girls we'd ever had. So
Yeah,
that was a good venue too, cause it had the ring. So that's a cheap
yeah.
cost for a venue at 2,500. But again, that shit was like shit mad years ago. So it's up to James to see
Man,
what
I know, yo,
happened.
I know girls in Atlanta too. Like girls, it's easy. I know girls in Atlanta that'll come. They already waitresses,
The
so
other
it's like they
dude
bottom.
too. We just got to pull resources. The other dude that trains Rick Ross, he listens to the show. I remember he reached out to me before. I think it's called like Almighty or some shit. Whatever,
Okay, okay,
whatever dude is in Atlanta that trains Rick Ross, he got like braids. I met him once in person at Twin Peaks, and uh,
okay, okay,
and he got a gym out there. Also, I think it's called Boxing Champs. I forgot. I had to go through my phone, but it's somebody in Atlanta. I think they gym called Boxing Champs. They used to train Mac Truck after Mac Truck left Mustafa. He got a pretty big gym.
okay, okay.
It's
And
all a
that's
it's
okay.
all a matter of who could get a date, man. Because you need the date.
Well, I told him October, and I told him he was trying to do it in October, and he was like, "Oh yeah, well, it's two opportunities." He was like, "Yo, Bobby, whatever you need, Bobby, get it done for you." He's like, "Whatever you need," but his son, he works with his son, so his son is an amateur boxer. He's undefeated. He's been like fighting all over. I think he was in Louisville a couple weeks ago. Like he's been going all over the place fighting with his son in the amateurs. And yeah, he's really good. He's like maybe like I think 10 or 11 years old. And yeah, man, they be at all them gyms down there. So I'm pretty sure if there's a gym that you want to know about, he can find out for you. You know what I mean? Because he's in the circuit. So that gym that Benitez was telling you about or whatever, you could probably get you that. I can imagine the prices ain't gonna be too high for any of them. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, because Atlanta is lit, man. They calling it Black Hollywood, bro. So they keep a lot of things open for people to do. There's a lot of opportunities for people to go down there and do events and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because Steph, my boy, who I'm gonna link you with, he the one that told me about the boxing voice. Like I was just,
Who?
I was listening. Yeah, he don't. That's what I'm saying. He don't really. He's a listener. He don't call in. You know
Mm.
what I mean? He's a listener, but he's been listening to the show for years. You know what I mean? And he was like, "Yo, nah, this is what you need to be listening to." I'm telling him what I'm listening to on Twitter. I'm just like, "Oh, I'm just on the Twitter circuit right now, just seeing what niggas be talking about on Twitter." He like, "Nah, bro, watch the boxing voice." So I'm like, "All right." So that's when I tuned in, and the first call I heard was CYP. You know what I mean?
Ah,
So it
yeah.
was the CYP call. My first call listening. I'm like, yo, how the fuck you call up here, man? I'm trying to figure out how to call up there. And I was shy. I ain't call in for like a good 5-6 months before listening. You know what I mean? Like I was a super chatter. You know what I mean? But but CYP was the first call. But it's funny because he hooked me to the show. You know what I mean? So
Word.
you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, this is where it's at. And I was just listening. I'm like, yeah, this is the real boxing talk. You know what I mean? So it's cool now that I could finally link y'all in. And yeah, because he's been dying to like do like he just wants to like bring some type of boxing to Atlanta, man. That's all he talks about. Like there's not enough boxing in Atlanta and stuff like that. So he's like, there's gyms everywhere, but it's not people don't know. So you know what I mean? There's so much opportunity out there. I really think that you should, explore ATL, man. And then the nightlife is crazy. Ain't nobody gonna complain about coming to Atlanta or going to Atlanta. Nobody's gonna complain about going to Atlanta at all. You know what I mean? Go there and have a great time. You know what I'm saying? After the fight, it's plenty things to do. Before the fight, plenty things to do. Sightseeing, wherever you want to go, museums, clubs, whatever your vibe is, Atlanta got it. You know what I mean? Atlanta got it. You know what I mean? And there's gems on the table. So, you know what I mean? Something we need to look into, man, for real.
I'm with it, man. I'm with it. Put me in contact with him. I'm ready to have a conversation.
For sure. Okay, so I'm DMing you his phone number now. His name is Steph. I'll write his name with it too. But yeah, send your Discord DM.
All right. And you
All
already
right.
put him on, right? So he gonna know when I hit him what we talking
Yep,
about.
yep. Yeah. I just texted him like 10 minutes ago and stuff. He waiting to hear from you. So, you know what I mean? I told him you either gonna call or text because you probably will text because you on
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
the show. So, but he's waiting for you.
Bet. Appreciate you, man.
Nah, man, appreciate you, man. Love to the show. Salute to the community. Salute to everybody on the boxing wars boxing border wars that came through and did their thing. And yeah, man, next border wars soundtrack coming up soon, man. Who knows, man? You might for Atlanta. Who knows, man? You might hear Mozzie get Jay Benitez on the track, man.
Let's
You know what I
go.
mean? I write him a verse, man. Well, all right, man. I'm still tapped in, man. I'm gonna send you an extra counter, and then I'll probably call back in later, man. If somebody start, getting the conversation spicy.
All right, all right.
All right.
What
Philly
it do?
Rican.
Yo, listen, we talking about Jaron Boots Ennis, but the guy just moved up at 154, right?
Yep.
Turkey complaining on your show about tune-up fights, but Virgil about to fight 36-year-old Keith Thurman. Or if so, there's rumors all over Twitter and the internet about that. The same Keith Thurman that has only fought 3 times in 6 years. Thurman. The guy who got injured during training camp for Tim Zoo and was replaced by Sebastian Fundora. Thurman, who has only had one fight at 154 with someone who wasn't even ranked, who was also knocked out by Liam Paro, right? Thurman fighting for a new hair transplant. He done told his hairline till death do us apart. Ortiz was crashing out, capping on Twitter, talking about Zaya's got a gift. How did he get a gift when he was mandatory to fight Fundora, who vacated the belt? Fundora, who is the WBC world champion, not interim, not runner up. Ortiz didn't even pull up to the Fundora and Tim Tszyu rematch. Why? Because he was waiting to twerk for Turk. That's why. And since the Boots fight didn't happen with Turkey, he looking for his payday because the family has to eat. The crazy part is that he said Jorge Chino Garcia barely scratches the top 15 of the division. With Ortiz's style of fighting, I don't think he lasts 12 rounds with Jorge Garcia. Ortiz could be fighting Conwell instead of Thurman, but it is what it is. We're here talking about Jaron Boots Ennis.
All right, all right. Hey man, I actually seen that post that you're talking about from Virgil. It was actually a really well thought out post. He does have an argument. He did fight tough opposition. I get your argument that, Zayas can only fight who's in front of him because Fundura fucking dipped off and ducked, right? Essentially, he didn't take the fight and drop the belt. You can't call that nothing more than what it is. That being said, yeah, Virgil still has fought better opposition. So it's like they both got an argument, in my opinion. You know, Virgil's actually fought a lot better opposition. You got to remember, he fought McKinnon, even though people might not think he's a puncher. Kavalaskis, which is a puncher. Fuck, who else did he fought? Madrimov, even though it was off that loss. I think that's probably the totality of the big names, right? Khaled, Indiana.
Yo, Ness,
What up?
what up? All right, bro. With the road shit. Well, hold up real quick before I get started. Shout out to the whole Border Wars event. I saw the Tip Bayless scrap. That was the only one I got to see, bro. But just the independent movement, I like fuck with. So shout out the whole thing. Um, as far as the roast joint, I see both sides to what Roast trying to say. Like dude coming off a 3.5 year uh layoff. He was on the prelims. Then he went 10 with whoever he went 10 with, and I think Buddy got knocked out. But some Roach was saying, but shit, I think that Russell was probably doing that to probably have some rounds go. Like just probably he probably went 10 just for the rounds. I think he could have got Buddy up out of there. And I think in like the DMV, that's a big fight, or not maybe not a huge fight, but it's a big enough fight. I don't think Muggs will lose money like that. You know what I'm saying? I think it could be done. It's just about, and I think that's probably a tune up for Roach. Like I was literally just watching that fight. You fighting a 38-year-old way past his prime, 3.5 losses. I'm sorry, 3.5 years, 38 years old. Like he really coming up in weight. Started at 126, so you'll be the bigger man. You know what I'm saying? It's just a stay busy fight. You know what I'm saying? But I can see how he might want to say that it's risky or it's no money in it. But you got to do something. You can't just sit around waiting on Tank, even off this Tank draw. Even though you probably might have won. Uh, as far as the boot scrap is concerned, I saw some of the names. I liked all them names he had. Like I'm not tripping off the Rashidi Ellis bringing him up. You know what I'm saying? If fucking Giovanni Stantillion, if like they gonna bring him up, then fuck it, we bringing up welterweights. That shit happen all the time. Katz, that's my man from Greece. I fuck with him. Conwell, I fuck with him. And then Josh Kelly. I did hear that like Josh Kelly might not take that scrap because he might be able to get the he might be able to go straight to Xander Zayas, so he might wait it out. So I fuck with all them scraps that he waiting for. It's just niggas gotta pay. Like back like a few shows ago, when you was reading off Josh Kelly numbers, cause first I was like, bro, this like a non-title fight. Like Turkey Al Sheik bag is fucking up the payment scale. But once you read off what Josh Kelly was making prior to, it's like, nah, you gotta pay him. And you gotta pay him to come to Philly to and he in a situation where he got to knock out Boots. So you gotta pay me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if Boots is this killer y'all say he is, I know what I'm over here for. You gotta pay me, bro. So shit, you then they gotta give me half a meal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like half a meal. Like maybe a little more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's probably gonna be a big fight. But I mean, I'm seeing that when you got guys like Boots, you gotta overpay. You really gotta and like vest to him. Hope that he can sell out the venue. And it's a non-pay-per-view. Like you just gotta sell out. You just gotta really put money behind him. He gotta have a great show and all that. So guys need to just fight. And I fuck with the Keith Thurman and like Virgil shit. And I want fucking with what Virgil said about Jorge Perez because he nice. But yeah, bro. That's my call, bro. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate it.
All right, champ. Shout out to Daniel Farfan. His son, Romeo Farfan, fought on our card in Border Wars in Wisconsin. And, man, he's active now. They posted the post-fight interview, tagged me, and I had just reposted it on the story. He already replied. Remember, he was in the chat yesterday. Salute to y'all. It's crazy, man. My man Matt from Ohio, he always told me when I started, like, oh, invest in the amateurs, And, it's just difficult because there's zero return on an amateur, right? Like, no one is Googling an amateur. You're providing the platform for said amateur to be found, So it took me a while to do that because obviously, you gotta eat, and you ain't gonna eat off no amateur. But now that I can eat, it feels great to give them that platform and see how much they appreciate it, And I think this kid actually could be somebody. His skill was there for sure. And they want to travel to the next one, so you guys will all see it again on display. But his skills were there for sure. At 16, he's got plenty of potential. And the way we Lord, I got a brain fart, but I'm doing so many things at once. But shout out to that interruption because that was a phone number I needed. Rachel was about to give it to me, but you ain't sent it, Rach, so I already got it. Shout out to Rachel, always helping. Oh, there you go. Shout out to Intrigue was listening. The coach's name that trains Rick Ross is D or Duck. He's D Almighty Athletics in Atlanta. He sent me his number. Shout out to Intrigue all the way in like fucking NIMBY or some shit listening. That's crazy. I love this. That's amazing. Shout out to Intrigue. You my guy. Yeah, man. You gotta love what you do, man. Yo, shout out to Alex with the shots fired at Miles. Talking about he posts the same pics with a little filter. Yesterday was funny. I see how Alex chooses. I like it. I actually do like that fight though. I'm not mad. You know, he's not bouts Ennis, right? Alex Vega's not bouts Ennis, so fighting somebody off 2 losses ain't that bad. Jordan, what up? When your big ass fighting on my card, man? Jordan, gotta unmute. You might need to jump out, jump back in if you ain't got it rocking and rolling by this point.
Hello?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah. What up with it? How y'all been, man?
Chilling. When you fighting on my card,
Yeah.
man?
Man, I go see the specialist today about my elbow. My elbow's been messed up since 2018, so I go see the specialist today. They find out if they're gonna do surgery or not on
Oh Lord, you got surgery on the schedule. It's over.
it. Yeah, man, I definitely. But I'll be listening in still. I'll be listening in. Yeah. Hey, how do you feel about? I want to see Edgar Berlanga and Jamal Charlo fight.
Yeah, I like that fight. I
168.
like that fight. I like that fight a lot. I mean, it could result in another knockout by Belonga because Charlo is a way better 1-2 puncher than Hamza. I'm not saying that he's a better puncher. Like
Yeah.
he's got more experience doing it, right? Like on a high level, that's his bread and butter is that jab, and obviously what follows behind the jab for an orthodox fighter is that right hand. So
Good
yeah, I
two.
think that
Yeah,
could be
good
some
two on the
problems for
top.
Berlanga, but it's still a big fight, good fight. I mean, the issue is like if they doing that on pay per view, then we don't want it. If they doing that as a fight,
Nah.
then we want it. But there's no way I'm comfortable with Berlanga coming off of a knockout loss and being on a pay per view. He could be a pay per view undercard, like if it's a Turkey Sheik and Charlo Berlanga on it, I'm fly with
Yeah,
that. But
something like that.
if you about to do a PBC pay per view with Charlo and Berlanga off a Berlanga knockout loss, I'm not flying with that.
No, I take it. I watch it on the undercard. I wouldn't pay for it, but that would be a good ass fight. I'm not really talking about Boots. I like Boots. I want to see him fight somebody though. But what round you think? You think Canelo gets the knockout, or you think Crawford comes to
Do I think Canelo gets the knockout? Yeah,
against
man.
Crawford?
I don't know. I mean, he is sparring with Vlas. What is it? Blas Villasant or Villasant Blas? I don't know. The little hard punching kid
Uh
from
huh.
Pro Box. He punching with both hands. I think he Haitian. He tall. He strong. But we got. I mean, look, it's so early, bro. So early.
Yeah. I seen the thing on I think it was Instagram. They said Crawford's walking around at 185. I said, man, if he's that big, I wonder how he's gonna look on fight night. I mean, I know it's hella early. They fight what, October, September?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got yeah. No, that's gonna be a crazy fight. Now I'm just is this how you call in all the time now, or do you guys have a number to call in on?
Nah, this or Discord. The number's gone, man. Blog Talk
Okay.
died. They dead. They retired. Missed them already.
Yeah. Oh, I seen the I was watching the Border Wars when CYP fought, and then I seen the show after that. It had me crying. I've been trying to call in since then. That shit had me crying.
Yeah, he about to fight again.
All
He
the
about
shit.
to fight OC this time.
That's dope. That's dope. Hell yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna be listening in, man. Y'all have a nice day.
You too, champ. Appreciate you, man. Shout
Yes,
out to
sir.
you for coming back. Been a minute. Salute that
Appreciate
you
it, though.
healthy, man. Salute that you healthy. Good to hear from you, man. Shit, these days. Where the fuck is Jay Swift? Lord have mercy, Father God. Send that man a wellness check. Yancey, what up? Yancey. Yancy. Alright, you must be at work. Michael,
What's the word? What's the word?
what up?
Let me get to this. Let me get to this bullshit, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm tight, man. The room for boost since the rip. You got that Philly fire, them switch hitting angles, them booming the hand, straight explosive. Be the most dangerous of the whole generation. But what we doing with it? Nothing. And yeah, I ain't blaming the game completely. I'm looking right at you, Boots. You letting these suits, Eddie, your pops, your whole team, slow walk your greatness. Supposed to be crashing through the visions, making noise, not sitting pretty, fighting Uber drivers, man. You got a gift from God. You letting it rot in matchmaking purgatory. Shit crazy. I ain't saying you scared. Nah, I know you fearless. But you too damn quiet, bro. Greatness don't wait. You got to demand the smoke. Call them out. Shake the table. Kick the damn door down. We tired, man. Tired of what could be. We need fighters of this generation to step to the plate, be great. The money there. Let's leave us a legacy for the grandkids to talk about, man. And I like I like I like Roach and Stevenson, man. I think that's a fight Stevenson need. I think shoot, Roach, you saying you won that fight, so if you won that fight, you better than Tank. Tank wouldn't give us the Stevenson fight, you give it to us. You know? You know. I don't think Boost need no tune up though. Boost don't need no tune up. That's nasty. That's nasty work, man.
So, who you want? Who next for
Uh
you, man? Who next for you? What you working out in the background, man? You negotiating with anybody on the low?
So me and Lobo already got to understand it. Lobo said, man, he cool for the rest of the year.
Yeah, so that's out, man. What if we try and shake out one more? We trying to shake
I
out
want
one more.
I want Tip. I already said what I'm trying to do. I want Tip number one on the hit list. Lobo said he cool. He said
Yeah,
he'll give me my shot when he come
Lobo,
back. I
Lo,
want Tip. So
Lobo
Tip
did
don't even.
say, Lobo did tell me this morning he out for the rest of the year. So,
I want Tip.
does
That's
that
what I'm
mean
saying.
Tip is out? Is he not fighting till Lobo fight, or is he gonna get in there? What you think?
I mean that's on him. I didn't
I
already
mean,
say
hit him up. Hit him up. Listen,
yeah
Earl and Bug got the fight because they text each other, man. You know that the on air shit sometimes don't work. Hit him up like, yo, Lobo already said he not fighting.
yeah
Ness definitely trying to do something. Do you want to get this squabble?
yeah. I'm gonna hit him up. That's the thing. Before I just stayed quiet because I need to stay focused on my opponent. But before we, he said he was gonna go out there do his thing. He was gonna beat Lobo, and he said if I had a good performance, that he would give me my shot at fighting him. But he was saying it like he was gonna have a strap. Well, he fell short. That's cool, but Lobo cool for the rest of the year. It's smoke. It's still smoke in the division. I still want, saying the same thing we talked about. You already said you was gonna give me the fight, but I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him up for sure. Hit him up in the background, see what's going on, man. And that'll just lead to the TBX versus everybody card. You know what I'm saying? CYP fight OC, and I'll fight Tip, and let's see what TBX shakes out at the end of the night.
Word.
But shoot, hold it down, man. I gotta get back to this grind.
For sure. Malcolm, the bag beater.
Yo, Ness, can you just go to the next caller? Cause my audio's crazy.
Word. Coach Bernie.
Boxing boys.
What up?
What up? What up? Hey, have you seen Juice before?
Yeah.
All right, cool, cool. Because at first I was tripping, right? But now, you right. Boots ain't shit. Boots ain't never gonna beat shit. I don't give a fuck about Boots. I don't give a fuck about YSM. I don't give a fuck about Greg Heck either. Boots ain't shit. He ain't never gonna beat shit. Terrence Crawford is the motherfucker that we need to be worried about. You know what I'm saying? Best in the game. T. Bud Crawford. Shout out to you, Ness, man. This weekend, man, that event was fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Tip Bayless, Tip Sayless, where you at? Tip. I can see you ain't no Terrence Crawford fan. Yeah, because you ain't got that dog in you like Terrence Crawford got. You look like a Tank fan. You should have took a knee. Say you had something in your eye. Should have took a knee. Say you had something in your eye. What? You like what? He like Keith Thurman too, don't he? Yeah. See, Tip Bayless. See, you see what you follow. That's what you gonna put out there on the show, man. Looking bad out there. Shit, I get on here and talk about Terrence Bud Crawford all the time. See, you need that Crawford inspiration. You might have put a nigga down. You look good at first, but you gassed out. You gassed out. You gotta know how to. You see Terrence Crawford get in there. That first round, he just sizing you up. He ain't doing too much of nothing. The second round, he doing the same thing. The third round, he start picking it up. You see, the first round, you should have took your time. Second round, you should have probably came out and pressed the gas. Third round, do the same thing. But you ain't like no Terrence Bud Crawford. You a chump. Like Tank Davis and Boots Ennis. And like I said, Boots ain't shit. And Boots ain't never gonna be shit. But Tip, I give you a lot of props for getting that ring, though, because you really did look good in that ring. For you just to get in there and be a man like everybody else and to get in there and show some skills, I salute you for that. But I got to talk shit at you on behalf of T. Bud Crawford and how you get on here and slander my boy and he one of the GOATs and you get in there and do that. And you get in there and do that. Come on, man. Stop playing. Hey, man, shout out to the whole squad, Boxer Boys, that boy Two-Tone. Hey, you don't just be on here talking about the yams, boy. That boy showed the yams all week, putting the hands on the thigh every video. That boy Two-Tone. I see you. Ness, you the man, man. You the GOAT. Do this shit again. Hey, I told you I still want Wolf. I'm ready for Wolf. I've been in the gym. I'm ready.
You say you like 160. How you gonna fight Jaron Wolf?
Bro, I told you I can go up. I'm ready. I need that. I need a cherry, man. Hey, what about the big white dude, though? I'll fight him, too. That big white dude. That guy's bloodied up. Give me him.
You got to be a heavyweight. You got to
I'm
weigh
ready.
in 203 plus. And that heavyweight, it would have to be in Wisconsin. You're going to have to go out there, Milwaukee.
Hey, well, I need me something that I look good against, man. I need to look good. Like a couple of them cats I see on there look good. I need to look good. I ain't trying to look bad out there. I see some cats on there got on there and shine. Boy, that shit look fire. You really doing your thing. And I don't even think you know it, bro. You really doing your fucking thing with that Border Wars. You have people locked in. I'm watching like there was 1,000 people in this motherfucker watching on the live stream. That shit was fire, bro. And you doing it by
Bro, we
yourself.
actually had 2,400 because I was simulcasting the Twitter, so there was like 1,400 on Twitter. Altogether, at the highest was like 2,400 with both YouTube and Twitter.
Bro, you start this shit yourself. Nobody doing that they sell, bro. Just like from the ground up, bro. That's fire. You got a whole community. Hey, that's fire, bro. You gotta select. Hey, somebody gonna notice that shit, bro. Somebody gotta put you on, bro. Something. They gotta hey, you gotta steal some of your ideas or something. It's gotta be something or they really blackballing you. It's one or the other. I don't know which one it is, but
it
keep
just
going,
take
bro.
time,
Maybe
man. It take time for God to bless you, man. Remember, it could be that, but it's also, we on God's time, man. One day for God could be
but
a
you raw,
fucking
though,
10 years.
Though, bro. You raw, though. You'll cuss a motherfucker out real quick, and then you'll get back to you know what I'm saying? So, like, maybe it's that. Because your shit
I mean, but Howard Stern was like that, man. I mean, there's plenty of people that they allowed to be themselves and still grow and blow up. So, it's just going to take the right back end. Huh?
True. I said, what if they placed him to do that? You know how some people, they put him out there.
Yeah, I mean,
eventually,
eventually, listen, I'm consistent. I look at it like, look at how old Dan Rayfield is. Look at how old Kevin Iole is. So it's like, I got hella time, I'll buy my own building.
Sure.
Eventually, I'll beat Joe Rogan because I'll just buy if they don't give me an opportunity, I'll buy my own building eventually, man.
Yeah, the shit look fire. Look fun too. But one more question, bro. When are they gonna announce the undercard for the Terrence Crawford Canelo
Bro,
fight?
no fucking clue. They out of control. It's already August. We about to be
Yeah.
like 40-something days away. They tripping.
Yeah, that shit weird, man. Something fishy about that shit, man. I'm like, what's good, man? But man, shout out to the Boxing Boys, man. I can't wait for y'all to do it again. Keep this show going. Hey, let's talk some of that Terrence Bud Crawford. When you ain't talking border wars, talk Terrence Bud Crawford. We don't need to talk boots. I mean flip flops. I mean heel, whatever you want to call them. He pussy. Be out, man. Keep doing your thing, bro.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. Shout out to Matt. He about to have another baby. Y'all dudes popping them out, man. Let me tell y'all, I guess today is the time to get y'all advice. Cut that shit down, man. Y'all better stay at 2. Them kids is bills, man. It's a lot of kids. I don't know why y'all popping on them kids out. Just saying, man. It's a lot of shit. College, just too much shit, bruh. Fucking kids require so much.
Yo, my audio good?
Hell yeah.
All right. Nah, I ain't no hell yeah, man. You know, I switched over real quick to let the last caller play. You know, let him talk his shit. And then, you know, Twitter's usually behind, and all I hear is, oh, bag beater, Malcolm. Like, we gonna keep doing this, Ness?
Hey man, I gotta motivate you to get in the
We gonna
ring
keep
one
doing
day.
this?
Is that I don't like them Instagram fighters, and that's you. You posting shirtless bag, shirtless bag
like,
work.
Bro,
you
I'm
know, you
never
posting
shirtless hitting no
6-pack
bag.
videos, but you don't want to get a squabble. Like everybody
That's
hear you
nasty
call
work.
in and you Berlanga this, Berlanga. Like we want to see the squabble, man. We want to see the New York Reek and get in the ring.
Now I'm a Belonga hater. This is nasty. I had like 2 amateur fights, man, back in the day. That's it.
There you
good,
go.
man.
This
You
like
feel me?
riding a bike. It's
I'm
like
retired.
riding a bike. Yo, Malcolm taught us yesterday that the book never expires. I mean, the book doesn't discontinue. It just expires. So all you got to do is renew it with the physical, baby. You be good.
All right, let me just get
Yo,
some more
I know
calls.
you see. No. We still high. We junkies. We still high off border wars. So I gotta ask.
I'm about to
Did you see somebody
What's up?
that you think is a cherry?
Oh, this motherfucker. Oh, you slick, Ness. No, you slick. Come on, I'm a shit talker, bro.
No,
Wait,
but
I'm
sure
like
you seen
135,
somebody.
140.
I'm sure you seen somebody who you thinking like, yeah, I could pick that motherfucker off right there.
Of course, I'm gonna feel like I could whoop a nigga ass. Yeah, I'm gonna feel like if I get my conditioning right.
Who was it? Did you feel like Mikey?
No, I see what you doing. I see what you doing. I see the play. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I see the play. Automatically, I pick a name. You feel me? and it becomes a thing. You know what I'm saying? I see.
No,
what
it ain't a thing. I just want to see where your eye at. Maybe you telling me like, yo, man, right? I feel like right now, you know, I just gotta shake some rust so I could beat a Lobo. You feel me? Lobo fought at 32 as high as to 40 versus Miles. Maybe you like, oh no, I'm 56. I could fight Miles since he moved up to 56 after the Lobo fight. I'm just trying to see where you see yourself at. That's all. But it's all right. Keep it to yourself then. You scared. You moving scary.
I like that. W promo. Hey, who did I call out? I'm going to just ask you that one question. Who did I call out talking shit about?
Who did you call out?
Yeah, I'm not really calling out. I'm not really calling nobody out. You know, I'm respecting the craft because I'm not going to call out or talk shit if I'm not going to get in there. You feel me? The one nigga who said something was it was
that's
what
I'm saying.
No, it was shiny suits.
Yeah,
but
you never seen shiny suits. But that's what I'm saying. You never seen him.
Yeah,
I'm saying based off what you seen, like I be watching dudes fight, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could beat that motherfucker. Like I'm just asking you who you thought you could beat. Damn, making it so difficult. Lord of mercy.
Yeah. I straight up listen, like real shit, you know, and this is no disrespect or whatever. I feel like if I have really got my conditioning right and I was really sparring and all that, nobody could touch me. In general, I don't give a fuck who it is.
Nobody,
that's the kind of nigga I am, bro.
But that's mad divisions. Nobody is mad divisions.
I don't care if it's
respectfully, I don't care if it's Lobo. I don't care if it's Tip. I don't care if it's Mikhail. It's no disrespect.
Okay, so
but
you
if I was
in
really
that weight
in there
class.
training,
You saying
yeah,
you 132 to 140.
I'm like 135, 140. I'm somewhere around that range. I'd
and
have
you
to cut down.
southpaw, or you know that was a left hook, so you orthodox.
Oh no, I'm orthodox. Yeah.
Okay, so
Can I just get this call
but
in,
okay,
man?
so
Yeah.
out of those three
Oh.
dudes though, which one of the motherfuckers is food though? Tip, Lobo, or Mikhail?
Yo, bro, can I get my call? Can
Bruh,
I get my?
This
Can I?
sounds
Can I
like
just
nervous
talk?
energy.
No, I see what you
This
doing.
sounds like nervous
no, but I'm not
energy.
gonna get in the ring. I see what you're doing.
Why
This
you
is
not
W
gonna get in the
promoter.
ring? If you see a
Like,
cherry,
no, I
why
say
you
your
can't
name.
pick it? That's
For
what I'm
what?
saying.
Listen, if I'm gonna get
That's
in there,
how everybody
listen, if I'm
first
gonna
fight
get in there, I
is.
need solid beef. No, I need solid beef with a nigga for me to get in there.
What about just
Pause.
wanting to do it?
Yeah.
What about just wanting to do it? Because it's like, yo, you right. I ain't
'Cause
fight.
I've done it.
I ain't fight since I was 14.
But do I need to prove myself to a bunch of niggas that I don't even fucking know?
Yeah, what? We know you. You've been calling in for how many years? That's
No,
nasty
but,
work.
Yeah. That's crazy.
See, man, we got the bag. We gonna keep a bag beater title, man. I see it. You rather look good for Instagram. I got it.
Nah,
My
you trying
bad.
to, I see you trying to promote this. That's all good. If I was a couple years
You
younger, you
got it.
probably
They
would have
go.
stopped me.
Go ahead.
Playing
You
if I
got
wasn't that smart.
You got
All
it,
right,
man. Take your call, man. I see it.
But but listen, shout outs to everybody. I was gonna say, I need 2 servings of crow, man, because I picked Tip and I picked Kenneth Sims, so I need that crow. Yeah, man, nasty world. Nasty world, man. Kenneth Sims let me down. You feel me? Yeah, we down bad, bro. I was talking a lot of shit, and I was saying that motherfuckers don't know about boxing because I'm picking the slicker fighter, and he got packed up. Ultimately, people were saying it was debatable, but yeah, I just feel like Duarte and his effectiveness, just landing his shots, and he seems to really dictate the pace. So, shout out to Duarte, man. My boy Tip, fuck, man. And I'm pissed. I got to give Lobo respect, right? Because I was talking all this shit. I wasn't believing in the Lobo hype. I understand he beat, I think it was Miles. His last fight, he beat Miles.
Hell yeah, he beat Miles.
And then Tip, yeah. And then, Tip came off of a great knockout. And I'm like, yeah, man. He came off this stoppage. But I always felt like Lobo was just, more of hype. And it was you just pushing your guy against Tip. You feel me? But I didn't expect for Tip to just gas out. Like, I think him really going for gusto the first round, it actually just, fucked him up. If he would have just, like, maybe the first minute, if he would have just had that plan the first minute and then fell back and then picked up the pace maybe in the second half, or the second round, it would have been a different story. But, yeah, man, it was just that. I gave Lobo the second and the third round. You feel me? But respect to him, took the loss. The call yesterday was crazy. But I give him his respect, and I would like to see the rematch. I don't really mind, or just whoever he want to mix it up with. I'd be cool with that. Yo, fucking Yancey,
Hold
bro.
up. So Lobo already said he done for the rest of the year. He got 2 in this year, so we can't hate on him. Would
just
you
put
like
him and Mikhail together?
Oh, okay, that's where I was going. Would you like Tip and Mikhail next? In the meantime, or should Tip give Emperor King the rematch since Emperor King got the win?
Ah, shit.
Is it too soon for that rematch?
I'd rather see Mikhail and Tip. Yeah, I'd rather see Mikhail and Tip. And shout out to Emperor King. I'd just rather see that both coming off a loss. And Emperor King is coming off a win, so he could kind of do something else. And maybe if you look good again, you could probably get Tip. I've never been too fond of rematches.
Oh,
because sometimes it just kills shit off. Yeah, sometimes it just kills off momentum. But yeah, that's it, man. Shout out to the boxing boys, and that's thank you for the free time, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, we out here trying to get y'all through y'all work day, man. I know Boots topics don't do it. Honestly, I got data, man. The last couple of Boots topics we did in the last 2 weeks, they just don't last long enough. But, thank God we coming off a good week of Border Wars. It sucks, bro, because I got to go back and watch them fights, and I'm not motivated. Even though those fights were allegedly good, like I heard how great the Regis fight was, and I feel like almost embarrassed that I haven't had time to watch it. But I just been busy, you know. The event was definitely time consuming, and I want to watch it because fuck Regis, you know, I talk so much about how well he was going to do, then he ends up doing well, not as well as I expected because obviously I was expecting a Regis KO. You know, but shout out to JoJo that fucking did better than what I expected, right? I thought JoJo would be getting knocked out because he was the one that was washed. And instead, I hear and see the highlight at least that he fucked up Regis in one point. He had Regis on fucking drunk street. But it's a fight I want to watch because that clip specifically, people are like misunderstanding that clip. I wish y'all sent it to me so I could screen share. We could talk about it. Cause that little highlight reel, y'all overestimating that clip. Like Regis ducked so many of that work. Like that one initial shot rocked his ass, and they put his legs all funny, but he still had his mind together. Everybody acting like after that shot he was Dunsky, and that's not necessarily the truth, bro. He dipped under so many shots, then start beating to the body. That alone made me want to go watch it. But again, I was so busy. You got to decompress, fucking nasty traveling and the delays. And look, I don't even want to relive it. But yeah, from what I seen, that fight looked like it's a banger. And my man Regis ain't fully getting credit. I got people DMing me left and right, too, about the scoring and JoJo telling the doctor he can't even fucking see. They've sent me clips of that. He saying how many fingers. The doc showing him 2. JoJo saying 1. The doc showing 1. JoJo saying fucking 2. It's nasty work in this boxing world. Anything fucking goes. That doctor needs to be fired. Like he should be under review because it's obvious that you got caught lying. The fighter is literally telling you the opposite answer you're seeking, and you're still fucking letting them fight. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You're the reason someone could be blind or dead. Like, and again, nobody ain't gonna care. They gonna take it lightly. Why? Because, you know, we come from these dumbass Roman times where we want to act like this a gladiator sport and fuck them. But that's crazy. That doctor needs to be fired. At least placed under review. And I ain't even talking about with box. I'm talking about with the fucking medical board. His license needs to be reviewed. The man clearly told you the wrong answer and you sent them back out there. I'm telling you, there's a lot. I mean, I want to watch these shits because there was a lot that took place, but, you know, time.
Yeah, that was crazy. Are you talking about the JoJo Diaz, correct?
Yeah, man. Motherfucker need to be fired, bro. You like the clip. I don't gotta watch the fight to hear the clip and see the clip, and it's like, bro, that's the wrong answer 2 times in a row, and it's the audio is perfect. So I hope something happens to this motherfucker.
We was definitely in the building hollering like, damn, ref. But yeah, man. It was people hollering from the audience like, oh, that's 2. But shout out JoJo, man. That's
because
the warrior,
imagine
man.
if that was a DUI, right?
No,
the dude to go to jail, lose his license. So why the fuck ain't this dude going to jail and losing his license, bro? Like that's nasty. That's nasty work, bro. He out here lying for the promoter. Cause why'd you allow that fight to happen if JoJo, what is he, concussed or blind? Was JoJo looking for a way out? Cause I mean, from the clip I seen, his eye wasn't closed.
That's the thing. The fight, like that was
his eye wasn't closed from what I seen. So why the fuck you can't tell what number I'm showing you?
It was blood. He had blood in his eye. It was a cut, but the blood was trickling down. You feel me? So that's what was getting in. That was fucking up the vision. That fight though, that Regis and JoJo, I must say that was fight of the night, man. That whole slate of card, that JoJo, Regis, Kenneth Sims, and Oscar Darte, that was a great fight. Great venue, I must say
everyone
as well.
got taught a lesson in that fight because as much as I want to take credit for saying that I told y'all Regis was going to be a different version of himself, I was made to be a fool because I thought JoJo was going to be a wise version of himself.
No, he came out there punching that first round. Bro, you should have seen bro. We was in there. me and the guys, me and the Mexicans, we grabbing each other like, oh shit, Regis, the first round, I'm like, oh no, this ain't like you said, we expected Regis to get him out of there. That was not what I was expecting. So yeah, it was eventful. That night was eventful for sure. Shout out to Regis though, we
Michelangelo, I
got it
thought I
done.
told you you only get 10 chats per show until you show your USA boxing book.
He's still looking
So
for the scraps.
that's one right there. You got 9 left. Then you getting timed out for 20. Up, 8 left. 24-hour timeout until you show that motherfucking boxing book. You talk too much with no boxing book.
He been platform hopping, looking for scraps. He done came on the hangout spot calling guys out.
He's a goddamn faker clout chaser. Expired USA boxing book with a weird ass fucking passport picture. That shit look crazy on him, man. He better stop playing. Motherfucker doing nasty work out here in these streets, man. And then y'all believe him talking
Library
about,
card.
nah, he looking for squabbles. He want to fight. Man, how you want to fight with that fake ass picture, man? Ain't nobody believing that's you. Nasty ass book, fucking book from 1997, man. Y'all gonna believe this crazy he a crackhead right now, man. Until he show
I hope he
a
fine.
real ID, he a crackhead. Cause that picture
I hope
look
he
like
find
he
what he looking
fucking
for.
weird.
Hey, next I gotta ask you though. I'm hearing us talking about some matchmaking real quick, man. What we think about Emperor King versus my guy from DC, man?
Who?
Damn. Miles and Emperor King. What you think about that scrap? I think I like that fight. I
Miles
like to
moved
see that.
up. Miles moved
Oh, he
up. He
moved
fighting
up.
at
Ah.
56.
Okay,
And he
okay.
looking for the Alex Vega fight. If Alex really looking at him, because Alex was kind of cherry picking him. So he like, I show Alex ain't no cherries over here. Alex looking to go down, but you know, Alex is fighting in certain locations. So that fight only happens depending on location. If he can't get Alex Vega, he say he want Angel Padilla, which I don't recommend because Padilla scouted him live in Las Vegas. And then
he was in the crowd.
Yup. And then went to go train directly with Robert Garcia and has been sparring pros because he's in Oxnard. I mean, not Oxnard, wherever they at now. They moved, the Riverside now? So he's there.
I believe it.
You know, like he sent, matter of fact, let me see if his DM ain't buried. He sent me a picture of the gym getting there talking about, yo, if we do it here, it'd be crazy. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, then he got he trying to get the hometown advantage and all. He got the venue picked out. He was really scouting. Okay, then.
Wait, so
Shout out to
he
Robert
want
Garcia too.
he want to fight
Go ahead,
Vega?
Yeah.
Alex
talking about
Padilla
that's
want
the
to
scrap. Yeah, Angel Padilla and Vega. Yeah, I like it, man. I like it. Two-Tone,
That'll
what's
be
your
fun.
recommendation for the venue? We hearing guys. I heard Mozzie call in talking about Atlanta. I'm hearing you talk about some Phoenix. I'm hearing guys talk about Vegas. What you think would be the ideal location for the Border Wars? Two-Tone.
I would recommend. I would want Phoenix. Personally, I think it'd be I think it'd do good ticket wise. We a boxing city, and we got mad amateurs out here that need that exposure. But I mean, building a home base in amateur boxing is key, and TBV could be the dominators of Wisconsin, man. It could become like one of those things like the Golden Gloves. Like, yo, that TBV tournament, we got to get in that tournament.
No,
So I mean,
that's what I told. That's what I said on the show, bro. The goal is to be bigger than Sugarbird. It's gonna take time, but again, it's like I just said, I'm young.
right.
Motherfuckers way older than me doing this shit right now. So I got time to get there. And with the right consistency, better production, eventually, yeah, we should be bigger.
I do want to say though, since we talking amateur boxing, I must throw this out here. I want to say shout out to the King of the Jungle boxing tournament, the ringside tournament that's gonna be happening this weekend in Warren, Michigan. You heard? We will be pulling up to that. New West End management in the Midwest Mafia. We're gonna be doing some recruiting. So shout out to the King of the Jungle tournament. We're gonna be out there in Warren, Michigan, man. Checking out the young talent. You heard?
Word.
That's fire.
for sure, man. But hey, two
What
time,
you
what you think about Boots, man?
Jaron Boots Ennis sent offer to Charles Conwell. Surprised the internet is looking at Conwell as a tune-up now. I don't
I
know,
mean,
man.
off a loss to a super talent that they was calling generational and they thought could beat Crawford.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
lost to who do you lost to Jorge or Chino?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chino Garcia, man. You see how they do? That's how they do it. So they throw the fighters away. It's crazy too. I was just telling my guy, I'm like, when my guy this Chino guy fighting Xander Zayas, this was the most I ever heard my fighter's name in the public. I've never heard Chance Carwell name this much
Yeah, because he
until
never had a
this shit was
fight.
crazy.
He never had a fight. And that wasn't even the fight we were supposed to talk about. He made fucking Chino famous, bruh.
Trust me, I'm very upset about it. It's crazy work. That Brian Mendoza fight I'm looking into, man. We like the Charles Conwell versus Brian Mendoza. I've been hearing some things, and I like that fight, man. But I want Katsarowskis for Boots, man. I know guys is sleeping on my guy Andres Katsarowskis, but I like him, man. He done built up a nice little profile with OTX. He's brings a country behind him. You see me? He's from Greece, so he could probably bring some fans to Philadelphia. I feel like I know Philadelphia got a different type of community. They got the Polish, the Ukrainian type of guys, and German type of guys out there in Philadelphia. You feel me? So I think Katsarowskis would be a nice opponent for Boots. He trained by Ronnie Shields. He coming to swing and bang. I don't know, man. That'll get you ready for Virgil.
I like that fight too, man. I like that fight too, but might be too much of a risk for Jaron Boots Ennis. Um, Jerron, I don't know. Jerron Boots, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, his fans hype him up, but the resume not resumeing right now, man. Um, now it's who you fight though. Who did you fight though? Like, but who did
Word.
you fight though?
Word.
That's the new wave right now. But who did you fight though?
When we look at that record, his biggest win on his resume for around be Lipinets, Sergey Lipinets. When we think about
Yeah,
it.
or Stanionis.
Yeah.
Lamont Roach Jr. Um, Now the Tank fans they've been hating Lamont Roach because he's went on tour off a draw. But now I kind of think it's getting like disgusting. The way that he's big leaguing Gary Russell Jr. and the way that he's talking, like, why would I do this? And like, bro, you got to draw with Javante Tank Davis. Now you're literally living off Javante Tank Davis, bro. Like, no, you have a belt at 130 pounds. Gary Russell Jr. DC legend. That's a big fight for the DC. You could even put that in DC, put that in the Barclays Center. Like Lamar Roach, like, I don't know. Like Tank Tank created a monster, man. Tank being, I don't know, maybe Lamar Roach got Tank number, but Javante Tank Davis created a monster, bro. And this man is draining every single aura point out of Javante Davis, bro.
But I can't be upset with it though, Two Tone, because it's like in my head, when we seen the guy, he did better than Eastside Cruz did with Javante Tank Davis. And I seen these guys, they was ready, the whole country of Mexico was ready to build a statue for Eastside Pitbull Cruz, man. He ain't,
Mm.
you feel me? He ain't drop him, he ain't hurt him, you feel me? All he did was go 12. He didn't get the draw, he lost. But everybody was building Pitbull Cruz up to be this guy. He's the next monster. Don't nobody want to see Pitbull Cruz. He went 12 with Tank. I mean, if I'm Roach, shit, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You know how I'm rocking. All publicity is good publicity. I had to draw. Eastside Cruz didn't. I made him take a knee. Eastside Cruz didn't. How come my people don't want to build a statue for me? Hey, man, Lamont Roach, I hope you get what you're looking for, gang.
I know, but now it's turning into Triple G Canelo, where Triple G made his entire career about Canelo. The man didn't want to take no other tough fights. He was just
He didn't.
waiting on Canelo.
We
And
was definitely waiting for that Triple G and Andre Ward. We didn't get Andre Ward and Triple G. We would have liked to have that for sure.
right. And I know, I mean, Gary Antuanne Russell has a belt at 140, and Boots talking about he want to go up there at 140. I don't think that's a big fight, bro. I think the older brother's the big fight down there at 130, my opinion.
I can see it. I can see it.
That's nasty work of you. The 37-year-old is a big fight. Why, yo, the Hatrix always got to be a hater. This is crazy. I can't even understand that, bro. You serious? Nah, the dude that got a draw with Tank and didn't get hurt by Tank wanting to challenge the dude with 100% knockout ratio or 98%. Nah, that's the bigger fight. You out here wilding.
Nah, man. Gary Russell Jr. had an amazing prelim performance. He's a legend.
Prelim.
Let that man cook, man.
That's crazy, bro. Crazy.
Hey, Ness, we was having this argument though. It feel like more people saw the prelim than they seen the pay per view. You know, the prelim was free. You know, I feel like that's
Yeah.
visibility is your best ability, man.
I hear you, man. Let me get to OCD Boss.
That's the wily
Yo,
vet.
can you hear me?
Yep.
Yow.
Hey, my boy Trace, what up, though?
What up, though?
What up, though? What up, though? Yo, so what we on this morning, fellas?
Say again.
Chilling.
I
Chilling.
said, so what we on this morning?
Oh, we talking boots and we talking
Boots.
Lamont Roach. Yeah,
And
and
we
bring up
still
some matches.
and we
We
still talking
matchmaking for
border
Border
wars.
Wars.
We still talking border
And
wars.
that's
Yes,
that's that's
sir.
all I want to hear. Cause I ain't gonna even lie to you. I don't even I ain't gonna even lie to you. I don't give no fuck about no goddamn boost right now. I'm talking about border
Damn.
wars. I'm talking about border wars. Shit.
Word.
Listen. Hey, I had my taste of that shit. But no, real shit though, Ness. I'm at work right now, right? I bullshit you not, man. One of my other manager guys from a different contractor, dude, just walked up on me and was like, "Oh, see, man, I think you got robbed." Dog." I'm like, "No, no, let's just let it get his little victory and let him have this shit, bro." I mean, but at the same time, these dudes is casuals though, right? So you know what I mean? They look at it different from us hardcore. So, but it's all good. You know what I mean? Again, I ain't taking shit away from Forbes. Forbes did his thing, right? I'm talking about the next border war. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to see, you know what I'm saying? If we gonna run it back, because Forbes definitely made a point and said he gonna come different this time. And he know
Oh,
I'm gonna come different
y'all
this
running
time.
it back?
No, no, I'm saying if we do, I'm going off what he said last night. If we do run
Yeah.
it back, he was like he gonna come different this time, and he know I'm gonna come different this time. Man, look, I'll be watching that shit. I'll be watching. I watched Border Wars again when I got in last night when I got off with y'all and shit. You know what I mean? I took that shit on again, just trying to look at my mistakes and see what the fuck did I do with Forbes. And you know what I did with Forbes, bro? I didn't take my time. I rushed into that shit. You know what I mean? Not saying I was overlooking fours, but I was just rushing in the shit. Instead of pacing myself, taking my time, and letting fours, like he said, he seen I was watching him to see if he was gonna make a mistake. And I should have just took my time and let him make his mistakes and capitalize off that. You know what I mean? So, but it was good, man. Like I said before, I got my taste of Border Wars. I want to do that shit again, bro. I want to do that shit again. You know what I'm saying? I guess 48. I guess 48 really ain't too old, huh?
Nah.
OC,
So
you coming? OC, you
yeah,
plan on
bro.
coming back same? You coming back same weight class, or you plan on dipping down the weight class? Or what
Uh,
we doing? How we coming?
I I wanna dip down, but again, it's just on whoever I can fight. I heard you, Tree. Shout out to King of the Jungle, man. I remember one like 2 years ago, I think 2 years ago, not 2 years ago, probably 3 years ago, whatever. I had signed up to do King of the Jungle, bro. While in training camp, man, why the fuck I get it? I got hit with a rib shot, caught a bruised rib, and had to pull out of that shit. They was making posters for motherfuckers and everything, dog. I got my little personal
Yeah.
poster of me holding little two little belts, all that shit, bro. I was salty behind that shit. But
Mm,
yeah, we got a few fighters from my gym going to King of the Jungle.
okay. Okay, that's what's
Yeah.
up. We gonna keep an eye
So
out on them.
yeah,
Definitely gonna be there.
yeah. When you hear Bruce City, yeah, we in the mix. God damn it, we in the
Of
motherfucking
course.
mix. But Yeah, Ness, back to Border War shit. I mean, if it presents itself for me and Forbes again, hey, we're gonna run the herd. Chino last night said he want to get the get back from me. Respect the Chino, but yeah, I don't need nobody get no get back from me, man. I get my own get back. You know what I'm saying? I get my own get back. You know what I'm saying? I think this time, if we do run it back, and we have to run it back. I think this time we both will end up coming in on weight because we know how serious this shit is now. You know what I'm saying? We've been in there with one another already. So we kind of already know how the power looking coming from the both of us. We both definitely know how the ring IQ might go. So, Forbes surprised me, bro. Like he said, he took his time. He took his time, and Forbes was definitely fucking focused. And he took his time, bro. He took his time. What I need to do is learn that know that when he rush in and he grab you type shit. You know what I mean? He put the little weight on you type shit. I stop that shit. Yeah, I'm beating Forbes. I'm beating Forbes. I'm beating Forbes. But yeah, it was cool, bro. Hey, I'm just calling in, fucking with y'all this morning, man. Tapping in, seeing what the deal is. I see a few dudes called this morning about Border Wars. Niggas always calling about uh they want to get in, and this cherry talk is crazy to me, man. Y'all gotta stop it with the cherry shit.
Bro,
Y'all,
you know
man,
that's
that
how it
shit.
is. You saying that
That's
because this wasn't your first fight, punk. Get out of here. This was your 15th fight. You ain't got nothing to be afraid of. Other dudes, other dudes don't know how they gonna handle defeat, so they don't want to lose. They want to shine. Everybody want to be able to tell their family like, "Yo, I had my first amateur fight and got a win." Nah, I went and did this shit, having a midlife crisis and got my ass
Word,
kicked. Nah, man,
word,
they
that's
want to
crazy,
win.
man. But
word.
I mean, goddamn, bro. Listen, I mean, that's part of life, bro. That's part of life, bro. You know what I'm saying? That builds character. Your losses or your lessons build character, bro. You become who you are. If you didn't take those L's, you needed those L's in your life to become who you are, man. Like, yo, get the fuck out there and test yourself. You know what I mean? Again, win, lose, or draw. You know, shit, I'm gonna be OC. Win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna be OC, regardless. You know what I'm saying? It's remember this, it's always somebody out there that got your number, no matter fucking what. It's always somebody out there that got your number, you know what I mean? So hey, it is what it is. Yeah, let me get on the prowl for my next Border Wars opponent. You know what I mean? So y'all take it easy, fellas.
For sure.
Salute, salute, salute. Tip, what do you?
Yeah.
I mean,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Trees, what did you think of Tip Lobo? Quick,
I thought it
quick
was a
take.
good fight. I thought it was a good fight. I thought Lobo edged it out though. That third round, he got the chewing through. Tip Bayless got the mowing him down.
chewing,
That pressure,
chewing
he
through.
chewing through,
Crazy.
man. It was a buzz saw. That pressure got to him, man. I gave him that third round. I thought Lobo took it though. I wouldn't mind a rematch though for sure.
Any adjustments?
It's Tank. It's gonna have to be Tank with Tip Bayless. That'll be the only adjustment I can make. And I would, because I liked what you know me. I liked his violent level. He was punching with authority. He was committing to his shots. I liked what I saw in that first round. Is just he couldn't hold it together. That pace started to get a hold of him. That gas started to go. So you know, just got to train.
Was it
Got to
was
work
it
it
was
out.
it was it Zapata Farmer?
Uh, Nah, cause I can't say that because Tip wasn't. He was committing to the shot, but he couldn't land the shot. Shout out to Chad in Canada. You feel me? It's Farmer he landed and put Cepeda down on his pockets. You get me? So it's like if Tip Bayless can land that shot, he might put Lobo there. He might get a standing eight. Who knows? We seen Lobo get a standing eight from Miles, so we know it can't happen. You know.
Right. Was the rope when he knocked Lobo through the rope? Should that have been counted as a knockdown?
I don't think it was. I don't think it should have been counted as a knockdown because my man's Lobo was still in the mix. He wasn't fighting back. It wasn't like in the amateurs. The standing eights is when you're getting your shit rocked, getting buzzed. I didn't see.
Who you
He was
talking
still.
about?
He hit the ropes, but was bouncing back.
Who you talking about?
Lobo Tip through the
Lobo.
rope.
Nah, man, we on some promoter shit. Lobo taking a vacation. He ain't coming back till next week, man. Get the fuck out of here. Let's talk about CYP, man. He trying to fight,
Word.
man. Do you
I
see
want that
either?
OC the
Do you
boss,
see
man.
either Adrian or OC beating CYP?
I gotta say yes, man. They got
What?
experience. CYP don't got 15 fights, man. Adrian
What?
got fights. CYP got the up.
Hold up.
I'm
Hey
just
yo,
saying,
hold
man.
up, just hold up. You seen OC gas out, right?
And I seen CYP gas out too. Also seen OC the boss. He looked a little. He
Okay,
was
but
looking
this
a
is what
little
I'm saying.
crafty in there.
Hold up. But you seen CYP gas out, you seen OC gas out.
Word,
Okay. OC's the one with the 15 fight experience, right?
word.
And he
I get that.
gassed out.
But hey man, what he telling me? Ring
Okay,
rust.
chill.
He was on the.
Let me just some questions here. Like, you know CYP is only 40.
I got you.
You know OC's 48.
I got you.
You assess that.
I got
You
you.
know
To me, see,
CYP.
you talking to
What
a
would you say?
30-year-old.
What would you say? You was there in Vegas, right? What would you say CYP
No,
is?
I ain't
What?
go to Vegas.
Okay, so Tone,
I ain't
how
go.
tall would you say CYP is? What? 5'10", 6 feet? What?
About 6. He's 6 foot.
You
Like
think he's
6
6
foot.
feet? 6 feet.
About 6 feet.
OC
Yeah.
is 5'6", and I
That
ain't
just mean that
exaggerating.
I met OC. I met because I did the Border Wars that was in Wisconsin before Border Wars
Okay. So
14.
you
I met
assessed all
OC.
that?
He was but like I say, man, see, if that means that he taller, that just means to me that body available. OC can work that body. Hey man, I like that fight, man. I like that fight. You talking to a 30-year-old? To me, a 40-year-old and a 48-year-old, motherfucker, y'all in the same vicinity to me.
Nah,
Fuck
for
it, rock
sure.
out.
But it just seems like everything is stacked against.
Shit.
It just seems like everything is stacked against OC to me. Like, he's shorter, he's older. CYP is stronger. Like, yo, OC has 15 fights. Yo, Treese is wild. Yo, he got
Hey
15
man,
fights. He never put nobody down. And who got a bigger body? Like, is Ant bigger than CYP?
I think so.
What the
I
fuck?
think
Yo,
I
this
think
guy
no.
is blind.
No, I'm
This
talking
is
about his.
wild.
Whoa, because I'm talking about when I'm looking at Ant Forbes. When I looked at his whole CYP look big upper body, like he got big chest, big shoulders and shit, but his legs ain't look big. Like he looked like he
He
got
ain't no.
Deontay Wilder type leg.
You
He
crazy as hell. He
but
a track
but
star. How the
Forbes
fuck he
look,
got Deontay Wilder legs? Y'all tripping.
but
Oh my God.
he ain't his
Y'all
legs
gonna
ain't
make me
look like I'm
y'all gonna make me put a betting line for this fight. This is
put.
crazy.
You got to make the
Hey
betting
yo,
line,
it's
man.
crazy. ACYP, this is nasty work when you got these motherfuckers thinking this 48-year-old man could beat you.
Hey man, CYP, no, I fuck with him. I want to fight, man. I want to scrap. I fuck with CYP. I just gotta see it. I seen OC the boss doing shit that I don't know that
I
CYP
can't
can even
believe this
do.
shit.
You feel me? CYP, he just started training on the boxing side. I don't know. I seen OC the boss doing different shit, man. I would like that fight, man. If we can make it, I'm into that shit, man. I'm into it. Get a bet
Damn,
line going.
Quest said OC arguably won. Oh wow, this just gets better.
Hey
I
man.
mean, one thing CYP has on his side right now is experience, and an experience at a main event. So that anxiety is absolutely gone. Hey man, CYP got experience, man. We don't know if CYP been in the lab, bro, but what we do know is CYP got power, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And OC don't got none to get him off him. Like, Treese is like, boxing analysis is wild.
Hey man, I just want to see it, man. Who knows, man? Like I say, that body available, man. We just heard OC speak of them rib shots that he took. Maybe he delivered one to CYP, man. I'm just saying, man.
And it's 2-minute rounds, so CYP's gas tank will be intact. And I think CYP, being that he's a athlete, former track star, he knows now, okay, this the train that I have to do now to get my gas tank at a level beyond the 6 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, listen, again, y'all also, great point, Tone. Great point. They also assessing CYP off 3-minute rounds. He would have got to getting his energy back quicker had there not been a third minute in that first round. You know what I'm saying? So the level of gassing would have been different. And now he's experienced that. Y'all sleeping. He gonna catch a body on OC. But you ain't answer the question. So you saying you think OC could beat him, but what about Adrian? And which of the two is the bigger fight for you?
Ooh, I would say Adrian the bigger fight. No offense to OC the boss. We fuck with him the long way, but I would say Adrian's the bigger fight. I haven't seen Adrian actually put the shit together. I ain't seen him throw hands ever. I ain't seen him in the border wars or none. But he coaching. You feel me? If you coaching, I would like to think you can do a little something. I don't know. Hey, I think Adrian's the bigger fight. He's well known in the community. You feel me? He gonna come on camera. He gonna promote the fight with CYP, and that's a fight that he's been asking for. I'm into this shit, man. I would prefer the Adrian and CYP fight if we can get that. I just don't know if we having the border wars in Wisconsin. You told me that Adrian wouldn't be able to fight if it's in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to fight in Wisconsin.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I'm trying to work some shit out. Like I said, I love this shit. So I've been calling around, see what we can do in Vegas.
Word.
It's just always more expensive in Vegas, fucking doctor. But Darius, my boy Darius in the chat said, let him see Kitty find a voluntary doctor and ambulance once I find the location. Because we do get that voluntary in Wisconsin, which makes it affordable.
A lot. Word. I'm sure somebody watching this gonna pay attention.
Since we talking Border Wars, Javier Caputillo in LA, he's down. He already hit me back today. He said he could definitely get us the sanction. We already did one there. I fought in his gym in 2017, so this will be a return, but he got a new gym. We got to see how big it is, if it could hold us. If not, now we got to find a new venue. But the beauty of that is CYP has a gym. Very beautiful gym. Now, I hear his ring is in a boxing ring, though. I hear it's a wrestling ring. It don't got the 4 ropes. If that could be altered and fixed, and maybe he's down, and so is coach, I would have to figure out all those things. But this is just me talking out loud. But, like, if we could use coach's sanction in CYP's gym, now we saving on the gym, and we just go 3 ways. Me, CYP, and coach, and then CYP gets hometown main event. Adrian gets to do exactly